Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicolette and get ready to spill it. The bag that I'm using today is my new Bottega. I actually got this a few days ago from the RealReal, and the RealReal is actually sponsoring today's video. So if you're wondering, the RealReal is basically an online app, website, and store for luxury consignment. They have stores in LA, New York, San Francisco, and Chicago. You can get so many different brands from them: Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Reformation, and even more at up to 90% off retail. And they have a team of experts that authenticate every single item, so you know everything on the website is real. And in addition to shopping at the RealReal, you can actually consign your own items with them. There's 3 different ways that you could do it. You could book a remote video call with one of their luxury experts, or you can do curbside drop off at one of their locations, or you could just ship your items to them directly. So you can shop with them and also sell your own things. It's an amazing cycle. I actually went to the LA store and I got this bag. I looked online at all their Bottega bags before I went in because I knew I wanted to get one. And then once I got there, they just showed me all the different bags that they had at the location, and I ended up choosing this one. It was honestly a great process, and I got this for a cheaper rate than it would have been at the Bottega store. So that's basically the whole rundown on the RealReal. If you guys want to check them out, I have a link in the description, and if you click it and use the code REAL, you actually get $25 off of your first order and 20% off select items. So if you're interested, don't forget to check out the link down below in the description. Thank you so much to the RealReal for sponsoring this video. Thank you for the bag. So let's spill it. This is typically what I keep in my bag. Sometimes I keep more items because I have bigger bags, but I basically just packed my bag for today and put everything I would need in here. I actually have a ton in here, but the first item is this pair of Dior sunglasses. I got these a few months ago at the Beverly Center in this little sunglass shop, and I love these so much. They're just a good pair of basic black sunglasses, and I wear these on a daily basis. When I have space for a sunglass case, I usually put them in the case, but we didn't have space today, so they're just floating around in the bag. I'm just hoping that they don't break. Next thing in here is my wallet. I actually use this black YSL card holder. I've been using this for a while now, and I actually managed to squeeze everything in here. So yeah, my wallet. Next thing is some banana bread from Creation, because I usually get the snack when I'm shooting because I get the whole loaf and I'm able to just like eat it throughout the day. Like, I actually have some left, which is incredible. I'm gonna have it after this. Next thing in here is my FUJIFILM film camera. I try to usually always keep one of these with me because you never know when you're just gonna wanna like snap some memories, and I take this everywhere. Literally, I even like take this thing to clubs. It's so much fun, and it's one of those things where you could just like snap one photo and you're in love with that one photo instead of just taking like 50 on an iPhone. It's incredible. I love film cameras. Then the next thing in here is actually my Tide pen. I always go through phases where I always have a Tide pen with me and I never need it, and then I don't have a Tide pen with me and I always need it. And at one point I stopped carrying Tide pen because every time I needed one, I just didn't have one, and then whenever I had it, I didn't need it. But I just realized that I'm such a clumsy person that I just need the Tide pen all the time. I literally stain anything in everything possible, so this is definitely something that I need in my life. In here I have my mask. I always have so many masks in my bags just because I always throw them in here whenever I get in somewhere, or whenever I'm at a restaurant. I don't need the mask anymore whenever I get home, so I always just have masks floating around. And next, going with that, I actually have some PURELL hand sanitizer, because when can you not use hand sanitizer, especially in 2021. Next, I have the Too Faced lip injection. Normally I use the Too Faced Maximum Plump lip injection, but I actually lost it in Miami a few weeks ago. So this is the one that I've been taking around for now. If you're gonna get one of these, definitely do the Maximum Plump. I love it so much, but this is what I've got. And then next, going with lips, I actually have the Fresh Rose Petal Lip Cream. And this lip balm is so good. I would use it right now if I didn't have lipstick on. It's literally insane. Like, I'm normally not a huge fan of lip balm, but this stuff is a miracle. Like, it's just so good. You guys need to get it and try it, and literally DM me, you will freak out. Next thing in here is actually AirPods and earphones. Usually I end up using the wired earphones because for some reason I always just lose my AirPods. So this is honestly an accurate representation of how it would be going around. Comment down below if you guys use wired earphones or AirPods, because I'd like to know. Next thing I have in here is an SD card reader. I always have one of these with me just because I'm always putting footage on my laptop from my vlog camera and just always doing things like that. So I always try to have one in my bag. You can never go wrong with having one. Going with that theme, next thing I have in here is my vlog camera. This isn't my vlog camera, this is actually Cassius's vlog camera, and I kind of just like kidnapped it from him, but I love this thing. I used to use the Canon G7X, and I broke so many of them that I actually have to use his camera now, and I'm gonna go get a new one soon. And ever since I started using this, I've fallen in love with it. It's so good. If you are using a Canon G7X, I would totally recommend switching to this. It's the Sony Exmor R5. Honestly, I don't know, but just go to a camera store and ask them. They'll probably know. The next thing I have in here is, oh, it's a piece of paper with a phone number that I need to call later. Incredible. I actually have this photo in here. As you guys can see, this photo has been through a lot. I literally have taken this photo everywhere with me for a year. I always have this in my bag. It's a photo at Tana's birthday party like a year or two ago, and it's basically Ethan, Jack, and I in here. I always like to keep this one. And then next thing I have in here is my passport. Because one, I lost my driver's license a few months ago, and I was just too lazy to get a new one, so I just started taking my passport with me everywhere. And then on top of that, I just really never know where I'm gonna end up. I don't know, tomorrow I could end up in Puerto Rico, like honestly, who knows? So I always keep my passport with me. And then next thing in here, this is my temporary driver's license, because as I mentioned, I lost my driver's license and I somehow actually made it to the DMV last week and got a temporary one. I still keep the passport with me. And then next thing in here is a Nicolette pearl necklace. I was actually wearing this earlier, but then I swapped to this one. I love this so much. This is one of my favorite Nicolette pieces. I'm literally obsessed. And this is the little lock right here. It's so cool. This is actually part of our Nicolette logo right here. We wanted to put our logo on a little pearl necklace, and then I was like, wait, let's just make it into a lock. And that's what we did. Next, I actually have a pair of hoops. I always keep hoops with me. Usually I keep these gold ones in my bag, but I have these today. I love these. They have a really cool like design on them. I always just keep hoops in my bag because some days I'm just not wearing earrings. I ran out of the house without earrings. Normally I keep a whole jewelry box in my bag, like a mini box, and I just have so many pieces, but I don't have space for that in here, so we just have some hoops and loose jewelry lying around always. Next in here, I have this little pendant that my mom gave me. She gave this to me recently, but I've actually had this ever since I was a little baby. There's a piece of hair in here from my first haircut ever, and so I just keep it with me because it reminds me of my mom, and I like keeping little sentimental things in my bags. Next, I have a mask because, as I already mentioned, I keep loose masks everywhere, and this one's black, and so it goes with more outfits than the blue one. Last thing in my bag is a little hair tie. I always try to keep hair ties in my bag because you never know when you or somebody around you is gonna need one, so that's basically everything that is in my bag today. The first time I filled this up, I was actually so surprised at how much I could fit in this bag. I always thought that I could barely fit anything in here, but as you can see, quite a lot. So that's basically all that's in my bag. I'm gonna end this video off here. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Also comment some of your bag necessities. Also, thank you so much to The Real for sponsoring this video. Click my link in the description and you guys can get $25 off of your first order plus 20% off with the code REAL. I love you so much and I will see you soon. Mwah.